Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and I hope you are doing great. In today's video, we are going to learn about MySQL from scratch. I will show you how to download and set it up in your system, and then we will create a table, insert some data and run some basic queries like select, drop and delete. So let's get started. So before we start writing queries, we need to install MySQL. So you just have to go on your system and your website, Chrome or Google, and then you have to write MySQL installer. And then on the first one, download MySQL installer, you just have to click on it, and then you will get this type of page. Okay, and then you will get two types of download, like Windows x86 MSI installer. Both are same, but the one like the second one, you will get everything installed automatically, like MySQL Workbench also in this, because MySQL Workbench is the place where you are going to do all of your work. So you just have to click on download, and then in this page they will ask you for login or sign up. So for that you just have to click on this no thanks, just start my download. And then after that you just have to follow up everything and do all the default settings and install your MySQL and MySQL Workbench both. Okay, so yeah. And one more thing, that doing in the process of downloading the MySQL Workbench or MySQL installer, you will be asked for a password, that is a root password, and you have to remember it because later it will be helpful for you to log in. Okay, so you don't forget that password, you just remember that password. So after installation, open MySQL Workbench. Here is where we will run all our queries. And so now that we have our MySQL Workbench open, we have this MySQL Workbench open. So now let's start. We will create a database. What is database? So basically database is like a folder in which you keep all your data and tables. Okay, so yeah, so what you have to do is, for creating a database you have to put a query, that is create database. One second. Create database, and then I'm giving the database name, that is school, and then semicolon. So you just remember that semicolon is again a very important element of the query. That is because semicolon tells MySQL that the command is complete. Okay, so on the next line I will write use school and then semicolon close. Use school tells MySQL that this is the one database that we will work on. Okay, and then here you can see this icon, that is for run the query. Okay, so you just have to click on it and see in the bottom you can see two ticks, green ticks. That means our query is successfully accomplished. Okay, so yeah. So after creating our database, now let's create a table inside our database, and we will going to name our table students. Okay, so first we have to remove this from here. We don't have to. Okay, so one more thing, to see that your database is done or not, here you can see the refresh icon. You just have to click on it and see. Here you can see that the school database is done. Okay, is visible there. So that means our school database is created. So now inside the school database we will create a table named student. So for that you can write create table students, and then you have to open a bracket, And on the next line, what is table? You know that table consists of rows and columns, right? And it is like a spreadsheet. So first we will give the columns command, that what all we can have a column, like what all we can have, like first, like if we are making a table of students, so we need ID, we need name, and we need age, and we need city also. Like I'm just making a small table, so you can we can give only 4 columns. Okay, so for the first column, that is ID. Okay, and ID, what is ID? ID is a number that increases automatically for each new student, right? So for that we will write auto underscore increment. Auto increment, that means it will automatically increase whenever we add a new student to it. And then primary key. Okay, and then comma, I'm sorry. And on the next line we will create next column, that is name. Name, for name we will write VARCHAR, and we will give the limit 50 in bracket. It means a text field up to 50 characters. Okay, and then we will write again comma. On the next line, fourth line, we will write age. Okay. Oh, I'm one more thing, I'm so sorry. After ID we also have to write int, that means integer. Integer means that our value is in integer form. Okay, numerical value. Age also we will give it int, that means we want in integer, it will be in integer. And on the next line it will be city. The fourth column will be city, and again for city we will write VARCHAR with limit 50. Okay, then on the next line we will close the bracket which we open on the first line, and then a semicolon. Okay, one more thing I want to see, primary key. Primary key, why we wrote primary key? Because it it means that each record is unique. Okay, it is a unique ID. So now we will run this command. 1 minute, there is a problem in the command, let me check. Create table students ID int. Okay, I'm sorry, increment spelling was wrong. There is no A, INCREMENT. Yeah, it is right. See, in the bottom you can see the green tick, that means our command is completed. Okay, now if you want to see this, if you want to view the column structure, you can first remove this from here, and then you can write select all asterisk. Okay, this is the asterisk. Why do we use asterisk? Is because we need, when we need to select all the data, okay, all the columns and rows and the data, so we use this asterisk instead of writing each column's name. So we use this asterisk, and then from where we are going to select everything, from students, right? And then semicolon, we are going to run this. See, here we can see ID, name, age, and city. So our column is done. Now we are going to insert the values to the data. Okay, so first we have to remove this from here, and then we will write the next query, that is insert into. Now where we are going to insert the values, that is students table. Okay, students. Now we are going to give the order name, that is name, comma, age, comma, and city. Then we will close the bracket. On the next line we will write values, insert into students. And what we are going to insert, we are going to insert the values. Insert values, bracket open, sorry. So you can see in the first line, as we have given name, age, and city, so our values also have to be in the same order. Okay, it has to be in the same order. So first name. And one more thing I want to say, that text values always goes into single quote, and we separate each row with a comma. Okay, so I will tell you, single quote, then we will write Riya, I'm sorry, Riya Sharma. Okay, then single quote close, then comma, then we will write age 21. And the numerical value, it is not necessary to give a single quote to keep this numerical value in a single quote, but for a text value it is very important to keep it in a single quote. So 21, and then city I can write Delhi, and then bracket close, and then comma. So on the next line we will give the next value, next data, the bracket open, single quote, Aman Verma, comma 22, comma Mumbai, single quote close bracket. So like this I'm going to insert the values. And now, so we have given the values, we have inserted the values, and now we are going to give the semicolon here, and now we will run this command. So yeah, I forgot to put comma here in the fifth line, so that's why it was not working, but now it is working. So yeah, so you can see that a small mistake also, you can, it will not take the command, so you just have to be particular about what you're writing. So now to view what is inside our table, we will use the select command, that is select asterisk from students and then semicolon. So we can run this. So now you can see the table is visible, right? ID name 1 2 3 4 5, name is there, Riya Sharma, Aman Verma, Karan Patel, Mitali Singh, Priyanka Singh. Age is there, and then city is there. So the asterisk, I already told you, it means that it show all columns, ID, name, age and city. If you want only certain columns, so what you can do? Okay, so let's see that. If you want only certain columns, suppose we only want this name column, so what we will do, instead of select asterisk, we will write select name. Okay, and then select name comma from students, and then we will run this command. Yeah, I'm sorry, there was no comma. So select name from students. Now you can see that we only have name column. If we want to select more than one column, like we want age also, comma age, and then we will run this command. So now name and age, right? So now you know how you can view your data. And now we are going to do a delete command. Okay, now we will see how delete command works. Okay, so let's delete some records. Okay, Like suppose we want to delete like Aman Verma records from the table. So we will write, the query is delete from students. Okay, delete from students, and where name equal to Aman Verma, right? Name equal to, we have to give a single quote, Aman Verma, single quote close, semicolon. Now we are going to run this command. It is done. You can see in the bottom there is a green tick. And now what we are going to do is we are going to view that by again using the select command. From students, semicolon. Now you can see that Aman Verma will be not there. Yeah. So now only Riya Sharma, Karan Patel, Mitali Singh and Priyanka Singh is visible, but Aman Verma is not there. And one more thing I want to say, that the where conditions tells MySQL exactly which record to delete. Okay, so if you forget the where part, it will delete the whole table. Okay, all rows. So be careful about it. So yeah, now we are going to see the drop command. So drop command will basically delete all the database, all the table which you have created. So if you want to remove the entire table, you can use the drop table command. So yeah, let's see. drop. We have to delete a table or a database. So for now we are just deleting the table. Drop table students. It is done. Okay, now if you are going to write select asterisk from students semicolon, in the bottom you can see that table school students doesn't exist. Okay, it is not in your database, it is not in your MySQL now if you use this drop table command. So if you will refresh here, you can see the school is still there, the database is still there. So if you want to delete the database also too, so what you can do is you can again use the same command, that is drop. First we were deleting the table, now we are deleting the database. So database, and what is the database name? That is school. So now there is no database such as school there. Okay, you can see I'm going to refresh it. There is nothing there. Okay, got it. So let's quickly recap everything what we did today. Firstly we learned how to download and install MySQL in your system, and then we created a database and a table. Okay, inside the database we created a table too named students. The database name was school, and then we inserted and viewed data. We created columns, we created rows, and then we learned how to delete a specific or a particular record. Then we learned how to drop the table completely, the entire table. And you also learned that every query ends with a semicolon, that then only MySQL will know that the query is completed, the command is completed. So that's it, you have just written your first MySQL commands, and in the next video we will learn how to update data and use conditions like where and and. So yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care, thank you.